Yo, what is up, you guys? Little Stocks Bro here, giving you your weekly update on the options account. It's going to be a nice, quick little update, so let's just jump right into it. The account's setting at just over $10,000. So we got $10,000 in the account right now. On Friday, we took a little bit of a hit, down 1,160 bucks, about 10% of the account, but that's fine. Looking at the week overall, it was a good week, a positive week for Alibaba. It was basically a rebound off the $200 lows. So we had one solid week, and we're gonna have to see if next week we can keep it up about 2K, 20% of the account. So let's see if next week the rally can continue and we can have another good week. I was definitely able to take advantage. I was able to sell off some bad contracts, get some better ones, and I'll show you guys that at the end with the spreadsheet. So let's just jump right into the my positions on Alibaba. But before that, let me just show you. Friday was a red day. The markets are pulling back. All of the markets are pulling back. The Nasdaq's pulling back. SPY's pulling back. If we just go down the list here, we could see it's a lot of red. We got some green in there, but mostly is just red, straight red from all the markets, which is due. It's due. The markets in general have been going up for the past month now, really extremely high, so it's due for a pullback. The pullbacks are good, they're healthy for the markets, and if you're an investor, this is your time to start nibbling, and you just nibble as it goes down. So let's take a look at the position on Alibaba. All right, so Alibaba on the day down about $2.66, had a little bit of a pullback. 211 is where it stands right now. If we take a look at the week, still had a nice little week, up about almost 4% the past week. That's very nice. Again, off the rebounds off the $200 lows. And so if we look at the position, we stand at 8 contracts for value about $9,500. Again, down 1,000 today. Overall, down 4,000. And yeah, so we just have to wait and be patient. Alibaba's earnings is coming up August, I think 19th. That's going to be a huge earnings day. Really, I think it'll decide the direction where Alibaba's going to go. If it's going to keep staying as low as it is, or if it's going to be what Alibaba needs, the catalyst that Alibaba needs to finally have a nice push back up. And if we can get Alibaba trading between the 220s, 230s range, that's the sweet spot for me in my account. Because once it does get there, I won't be negative on any of my contracts anymore. I'll at least be break even. So when I do keep flipping, I won't flip for losses. I'll be able to flip for either break even or flip for profits. And when you can flip a contract for profits, oh man, that's beautiful. So we'll patiently wait for that. And we'll see what happens then. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet, and I'll show you guys the moves that I made. Here's the spreadsheet. So this past week was actually an eventful week. I did a lot of selling, a lot of buying, and the account did move around a lot, so we'll get to that. Starting off at the bottom here, number 26, we picked up a 5-month contract for December. We're currently down just 2% on it, but that's I'm good. I'm glad with that pickup. I think that one we will profit off of, hopefully, if Baba can slowly recover from these $200 lows. Next up, we bought another 4-month contract. So this one I'm not too excited about. I'm basically just averaging down that contract a little bit, but it was a hefty average down. So before, our average price was $14.18 per contract. Now it's $11.84 per contract. So about $300 average down. We're currently at about 20% on that position, so that's another one that I think will at least break even on. It's a 4-month, so I'm not planning on keeping it for too much longer. I'm actually going to try and get rid of it here within the next month before the earnings report. Next up, number 24, we sold the last 2 contracts. Last week we had 2 contracts that were in the red. We had, I think, about 2.5 months left on them. We got rid of those. We took the biggest loss in the account at $3,290 for that trade. So if you can see over here, the total, we're down overall $67.55. Now we're down $10K. So we definitely taken a lot of lickings lately. Alibaba's been taking a lot of lickings lately. But I'm guessing that for the rest of the year, Alibaba will be able to slowly recover, and our account will slowly recover with it. So finally, over here, we actually sold this the smallest contract we had. 3 months left. We sold one. Took about a $500 loss on that one. Again, there's only 3 months left. Next week, this is going to turn into a red. So if Alibaba can have a nice little pop next week, I'm definitely going to look to get rid of the last 2 of these. Take what would hopefully be the final losses for now in the account. because the remaining ones are either 6 to 8 months out, or there's this one which is down 26%, but still has 4 months on it, and I feel like this one will also be a winner. It has a nice low break even of 236, a strike price of 220. I feel like that one we should at least be able to break even on. So apart from these final 3-month contracts that I have, I don't feel like we'll be taking any more losses on the account. I feel like that's it. Especially if Alibaba can have a nice little pop back into the 220s, we should be smooth sailing from there. That's the hope. So finally, let's take a look at the overall. I switched over to a different page just so I won't have so much information on the same page. But here I have the breakdown each week by week. I'll keep the weeks there so you can compare. For this week, Alibaba ended at 211. The account ended at 10K, and we still have $900 cash, which is different from last week. Last week we didn't have any cash. You always want to go into the week with some cash in case next week is a red week. I have at least the ability to buy one extra contract. Probably a 4 to 5 month out is all I'll be able to afford with those. The contracts went down from 9 to 8. And what's really nice about this week is the average time left on the account total. So before, the average was 3.6 months for all of my contracts. Based on my selling and buying and flipping, we were able to flip that to now 4.6 months average. And the break even didn't move too much, went from 243 to 242. But that one definitely takes a little bit more work to slowly get it down. But like I said, you want for the break even of all your contracts to slowly decrease, and you want for the average amount of time on your contracts to be as long and far out as possible. So 4.6 months, it's still not great. If you look at the color chart, that's still in orange, but we're making progress. We're definitely making progress. And Alibaba being at $211, guys, that's still incredibly ridiculously cheap. Remember, when we first started trading, Alibaba was at $220, $230, so around there. So Alibaba is still incredibly sold off, and we're just waiting for that pop. We're waiting for it to basically at this point just get back to where it was. If we can get it to go back to where it was, it'll be smooth sailing from there. But yeah, there you go, guys. That's the update for you guys. We'll have to see what next week brings. The market has been red, like I said, so we'll see if the market continues to be red. There are some nice little deals that are popping up. Like I said, guys, nibble if you can nibble. And that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next update next week. Peace.